And the Bobcats will get us started with the opening kickoff. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So Akron's offense takes the field for the first time today. And here's the man they rally around, and he has earned that type of respect, David.
You dang right. You earn it by doing it, and he's done it at such a high level. Everyone believes in this young man, and Palmer, there's a reason why.
You're right, David. He's been in the big moments, and he's won the big games. This guy delivers when the game is on the line.
And on second down for this offense. He's got it on the right. Still running at the 40. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop.
That's a first down for the offense.
Wide out in motion. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Got his man. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. And the Zips getting set on 1st and 10. The give is to Williams. Not much room to run. Let's give him one to the 33. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. They couldn't connect on second down. Now staring at a 3rd and 9. Catch in the middle. It's Golden. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver shows motion. Looking to move it through the air. Lets it fly deep downfield. And it's caught. Touchdown, Zips. You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game and get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the PAT makes it 7-0. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And the scoring play comes on a touchdown pass from 22 yards out. From inside the 10, here he comes. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Bobcats offense will try to get something started with their first possession. As we take a look at our impact players for this game, David, what do you look for to make an impact from your leaders?
Your leaders not only have to lead the football team, but they got to step up and make plays on the field, keep everybody calm. These guys typically do a really good job of it.
Yeah, David, and they also generally set the tone for their respective football teams. Regardless of which side of the ball they play on, the teammates look towards them to step up in big games like this.
And I'll tell you what, when you drop back and you know you got that slot work in the middle of the field and you know how fast he is, you just wait for him to come open, throw that strike, and you know he'll take care of the rest.
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose.
That ball carrier is very lucky. That easily could have ended up in the hands of the defense. You have got to do a better job with ball security.
The Bobcats will punt this one away.
On to kick it away.
He's got great speed. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. The Zips take over in Akron, ready to get that offense to work. They'll run it from the gun. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Win with the running game on first down, now back at it. Back to throw, it's Bullock. He makes the grab. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a 3rd down and short. He'll do it himself. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. The Zips will try to pin them back with the punt. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And that, my friends, is getting the perfect bounce, the perfect punt, and the perfect roll. They'll have them locked down inside their own 5. Running back searching for a hole. And he's brought down after a nice gain. 1st and 10 from their own 15-yard line. Quick completion to the right. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. Kept it on the ground on 1st down. Now back to the line. They'll run it. And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll give it to the back. Shakes off the tackler.
Yeah, this coaching staff, they're getting this offensive line lathered up and into a rhythm. Now they're letting them drive off the ball on 1st down on these running plays, and they're getting chunks of yardage.
And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the 1st down. And the Bobcats come to the line with a new set of downs. Right back to the well. Fakes his man out. They'll stop him at the 41, but he's got 10 yards, and they'll move the chains. It's 1st and 10. They've moved it to the 41. From the gun, he leaves it with the back.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
Pocket starts to collapse. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down. Back to throw, it's Navarro. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
And that is a great job by the defense, containing and constricting the pocket. There was nowhere for the QB to go, and he did not have a lot of time. He went down quick.
The Bobcats will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. They got to him and blocked it. Picked it up. He'll try to do something with it. He's going to get loose. He will score. Touchdown, Akron.
And you got to get penetration right away on these punt blocks. They get penetration, get in the backfield, get right in the punter's lap, get their hands on it, and then guess what? Now it's a live football. They scoop it up. They take it all the way back to the house.
Lining up to add another.
Kicker is on for the extra point.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
2 very different emotions inside the locker rooms of these teams who did battle today. Louisiana Tech was far from the friendly confines of Ruston, but still managed to scratch out a win. And there was a lot of chatter this week about this group not being ready. Time to check those receipts, if you know what I mean. It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way, but I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. Trying to find his man on 1st down. Quick strike complete. They stop him just short of the 1st down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. And they'll come to the line just needing a few chain links for a 1st down. Finally pulled down, but not before moving the chains for a 1st down. And the Bobcats are flying down the field. The give to the tailback. You want to talk about light on your feet. Man, can he get through there. He's down to the 37. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. They'll leave it with him. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. Defense trying to come up with a stop on 3rd and short from the 37. Trying to pick it up on the ground. Fights his way for a couple, but stops short of the marker. It's 4th and 1. They'll play it safe and try for 3. He's going to reach for a long one, a 52-yard attempt. Splits the uprights. Good.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on 4th down so much easier. Just strut him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. Bringing it out. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Akron has it back, ready to send that offense back onto the field. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming. Quarterback by himself in the backfield. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Back to throw, it's Bullock. He finds his man. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down. This defense will try to force a 4th down on 3rd and short from the 45. Gets it out fast. They'd hope to be able to pick up enough after the catch, but a good stop leaves them with a 4th and short.
Really good job by the defense being physical, understanding the situation in the game. The ball's going to come out quick. You know that. Go make the tackle, force the 4th down.
The Ohio U offense returns to the field. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one to make life easier on this kicker who is so important to this team.
Spins away. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. He's going to pass. Working that left side now. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. Now here on 2nd down, see if they keep tossing it around. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Makes the catch. It's Hendricks. And he couldn't quite get to the marker, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. At the end of the quarter, guys, it's Akron holding the lead. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. Now, the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. 4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. The Zips take over at Akron, ready to get that offense to work. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
What can they pull out of the playbook here on 2nd and long from the 17? They'll run play action. Slings it downfield. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. He'll pull it down. Crosses the 30. He's got away. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely.
He can throw it. He can buy time. He can run it. What can't he do? This guy's so talented. When he does stuff like this, there's no way to stop it. There's no way to coach a defense up against this. He's just really fast, and I can't catch him.
Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Got his man downfield. And he was off to the races, finally tripped up at the 36. And the Zips in the hurry up.
All right, defense, it ain't working, right? They're stringing together several 1st downs here. We're going to need to change this up, find something we can disrupt the quarterback and mess up this offense a little bit.
Brought down at the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 6. Got 6 on 1st down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Looking for a man. It's Bullock. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. He gets the job done, picking up the 1st down, then getting down. The Zips come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Off play action. Firing toward the end zone. And that pass picked off. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Who says defensive backs don't have hands? Nice job breaking on the football and making the catch. A lot of times you see guys swat it down or you see them trying to catch it. It looks like they have 2 left hands. Defensive backs don't catch real well. Nice job breaking on the football. Nice job securing the INT and actually catching it.
Ohio U ready to go back to work on offense. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
From the shotgun, the inside give. Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23. So what do they have for 3rd and short from their own 23? They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. He'll be stopped short, picks up 1, but they're facing 4th and 1. The Bobcats will call on their punt team. Now don't forget, and I'm sure he hasn't, he had 1 blocked earlier. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. And the offense out on the field to go back to work. They'll put the tight end in motion. The give to the running back from the shotgun.
And that looked like an easy decision for the quarterback. Hand it off, give him the ball, let him get 5+ yards. Nice decision. Nice job by the running back getting the yardage.
Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. And they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw, it's Bullock. Quickly out to the tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Now on 2nd down after the short completion. They move the tight end all over. The pull and throw off the RPO. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Defense trying to come up with a stop on 3rd and short from the 37. Keeps it on the bootleg. Throws for the tight end. Got his man. Makes the grab and knock down, and he's got it at the 25-yard line. Hand off from the shotgun. Gets it inside the 25, down to the 22-yard line with the pickup of 4. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Pulls it on the bootleg fake. Extending the play. Picks up the 1st down and gets down to avoid contact. And the Zips have taken it inside the 20. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. He makes a grab. They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be 1st and goal. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. Turning to the running game on 1st and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Zips. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5?
And Reese, no secret about it. Line up in goal line formation. I'm going to run the ball down your throat. My guys are more physical than you. 6 points on the play.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
Ohio, 3.
Here he comes with the return. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Ohio takes over. The Bobcat offense heads to the field. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. Out to the 35-yard line and a little extra breathing room with that 15-yard pickup. So much for the tough field position. One play and you're already to the 35. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. Back to the ground with the running back. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. Wow, this offense is doing nothing. They've already punted 4 times and staring at the possibility of a 5th. Shoots it to the left. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away. And the Bobcats send out the punt unit. Now don't forget, he did have one blocked earlier. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. Akron has it back, ready to send that offense back onto the field. Wants to throw on first down. Finds his big tight end. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. From the gun, running back on the move. They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Feeling some heat. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
Well, obviously, at this point in the first half, the defense is finding themselves in a hole. You just get the feeling if they're going to get back in this, they're going to need more plays like that. They're going to need sacks. They're going to need turnovers. They're going to have to create negative plays to get themselves some momentum.
That is the last thing you want on first down as an offensive sack. Now it's 2nd down. Back to pass, it's Bullock. Got his man in the middle. No chance to run, but still a solid pickup on that one. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Just a short pass to the tight end. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. The Zips will send out the punt unit. He'll bring it back. It's Owen. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. The Ohio U offense returns to the field. This is hardly the start they dreamed of, down 21-3. But get a touchdown here, and you feel like you're back in it, Jesse.
Yeah, and it's frustrating for this offense as well because they've got the horses. They've got playmakers to light the scoreboard up, much more than the 3 points we're seeing here. I think you just got to stay true to yourself. Do you, David, and know that the points are going to come.
Well, it's also frustrating when the defense is giving up points almost every single possession. So they need to score here and take this down and have a good drive, and then the defense needs to pull their weight a little bit too.
They'll go to the ground. And the defense is swarming to keep him from getting to the first down. The Bobcats line up to punt it away. Now, don't forget, and I'm sure he hasn't, he had one blocked earlier. And the punt team able to smack it to the ground. Looking for a productive play on first down. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Caught over the middle. It's Adams.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
He lobs one high down the left side. And he's got it at the 20. He flips his field in an instant, and he's got him set up at the 20.
I love when you back the defense off of you. If you want to get aggressive, I'll take shots down the field, make the defense play more conservative, and now what? Now you're in the red zone with a chance to get some points.
This offense just gets a bolt of energy when they get a play like that. Now they're in the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 20. Fires to the middle. He caught it. And he was pushing for that goal line, but the D stopped him at the 2. This offense has put on a display in the first half, and they have a chance to tack another one on before the break. Let's it fly. And he's got it. Touchdown, Akron.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
And the extra point gives them a 28-3 lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Handoff to the single back. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Guys, who's had a better seat there in Athens, Ohio for an entertaining first half than you? Here's a quick recap. 2 quarters of both sides feeling each other out. And it's likely to come down to which offense can find a way to generate some big plays. Adjustments will be a part of it. Maybe it's time these typically conservative play callers open up the playbook. Nothing crazy, but a calculated risk here and there to try to gain an edge in what's been a stalemate. And with that, let's send it back to our men at Payton Stadium.
And the Zips will line up to kick off and start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Ohio U ready to go back to work on offense. Got blown out in the first half and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the third quarter.
It just starts with one play, though. You just need one thing to go right for this offense to start to build that momentum, and then that becomes infectious for the defense, for special teams. Everything can change. It just takes one play.
It really can, and it's so strange, and you can't quantify it. I don't know how to describe it as a coach or as a player, but you got to make something happen, and it's got to start on this drive.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Bunch formation trying to spring a guy free. They go to the ground. Still on his feet at the 45. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44.
I bet that running back's eyes got so big. When he gets that handoff going to the right, he sees the huge holes. Yes, please.
The defense just didn't flow quickly enough. All of the blockers had leverage on their men.
And that defensive line has to get off the ball a little bit better, get some penetration to stop that outside run.
That kind of pickup on first down, and you can take a shot here on 2nd and short. Leaves it with the back. Discards a man. And that stiff arm is a weapon for this runner. He uses it and picks up a first down. He wants to throw. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
Brings up 2nd down.
Looking for space. It's McCormick. They make the stop, but this running game moves the chains as they get the first down. And the Bobcats come to the line with a new set of downs. From the red zone, looking for a man. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it. And the incompletion brings up a second down for this offense. Single back formation, and they give it to him. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Fires to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there. And for the second time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. It's good. They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Zips take over and after and ready to get that offense to work. Off the play fake on 1st down. Getting some heat. He'll try to do it himself. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits. Offense gets set for 2nd down. He leaves it with his back. Dragged down at the 30 after a 5-yard gain. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30.
That's a 1st down for the offense.
Looking to move it through the air. Fires to the wideout. It's complete. Brought down at the 45 after a 15-yard pickup.
And 1st down for the offense.
That's caught. It's golden. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. Kept it on the ground on 1st down. See if they stick with that plan on 2nd. Now the play fake. Unloads to the wideout. Working the middle. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down. And now a fresh set of downs for this offense. Going up top on 1st down. Finds his big tight end.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on 1st down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Finds a crease at the 20. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chains. All the way down to the 15-yard line. It's 1st down. He'll keep it himself. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. The give to the back. Touchdown, Zips. And the stomping has commenced. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. South Alabama took its show on the road, and they'll be packing a big old W in their bags for the trip back to Mobile. Never underestimate the importance of a road win and how it can impact a team's trajectory. A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams, but boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Makes a connection. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. They'll run it from the gun. You'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6.
At the 36. Brings up 2nd down.
To the air, it's Navarro. Fires to the tight end. And he laid the lumber to stop him from getting the 1st down. Picked up some yards on the last completion, but it's third down. Now they'll run the draw. And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the first down. The Bobcats are moving quickly down the field. Quarterback on the keeper. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1. After the good pickup on first down, let's see if they keep it on the ground. Leaves it with the running back. And the Bobcats will move the sticks. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Use the play fake, now to throw. Coming after it. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on 2nd down. Catch in the middle, it's Owen.
And a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
He's got his man. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. Power football with the run. Knocked down, but not before he crossed into the red zone and picked up 4 yards down to the 17. On 2nd down, wants to throw it. Snags it. Takes it to the house. Touchdown, Ohio. Oh, the offense shows some life here and cuts into the lead with that score.
And, man, they needed it. They had to have something to go right. Listen, still down, but this is a great start to getting back in this ballgame.
Getting set for the point after. The extra point is good, but the lead is still huge. It's 35-13. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
35, Ohio, 13.
On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Akron has it back, ready to send that offense back onto the field. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive did.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they wanted. Now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit more.
Brought down at the 33, but not before he gets 10. First down for this offense.
First down for the offense.
Here's the handoff. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. Quarterback on the move, still looking. He is brought down, but man, what a job to find some running room and move the chains. Give to the running back. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Motion from the offense. Each brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. Now trying to keep this drive alive on 3rd and long from the 45. And they got him for the sack. Well, I guess they call it a free safety for a reason. He was free to do a little ad-libbing there.
And most of the time, you have that guy in the middle of the field kind of reading the quarterback's eyes, playing the quarterback. You could tell he was dialed into the quarterback, saw him, saw he was taking off, went to him, got him on the ground.
The Zips decide to punt it away. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. Ohio takes over. The Bobcat offense heads to the field. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Couldn't connect on first down. Now 2nd and 10 from the 24. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. They get him stopped after a gain of 4 out to the 28. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. They've got the screen set up. And the completion gives them a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving. The Bobcats have it with a 1st and 10. Fast motion from the offense. Comes out throwing on first down. He'll take a deep shot here. And it slips through his fingers. Incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Give to the back. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Gonna take a shot. And the pass hits, picked off. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's passed, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
The Zips take over in Akron, ready to get that offense to work. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
Will they keep it on the ground again here on 3rd down? They'll try to get it through the air. Fires to the big fella. And the Zips are stopped, but not before getting it past the sticks. Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. Movement here from the tight end. They'll try the run. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Handoff to the lone back. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. In the dead center of the field as they try to convert this 3rd and short. The give is to Williams. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. The Zips are moving quickly down the field. He'll pull it on the read.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense understanding, listen, that QB is a threat. And they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that 2nd and 10.
Fights off a defender. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. They've been really good moving the chains on 3rd down. Now 1 yard away from another 1st down on this drive. Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the 1st down. They'll snap it from the 30 on 1st down. A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. Works the middle. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the 1st. An array of possibilities here. Looking to throw, it's Bullock. Got his man in the middle. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. Off play action on 1st down. Looking for the score. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted.
Well, the defense isn't quitting. They're obviously down big here in the 4th quarter. Just a little bit of time left. Obviously, it'll take a Herculean effort to come back, but could that interception be the spark that ignites this team?
The Ohio U offense returns to the field. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know.
And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone. They're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions. And then the pass rush, they win up front.
And the Bobcats moving quickly to the line. On second down, looking again to throw. Unloads it left. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster. The Bobcats will bring the punt team onto the field. And don't forget, he did have one blocked earlier. Running it back, it's Golden. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Akron has it back, ready to send that offense back onto the field. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4. Went to the running game on first down. Now here they come again. To the ground with the back. Just a solid stop by this sophomore. It's third down now. They ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. Wants to throw on third down. He's got his man. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down.
Good enough for a first down.
He'll do it himself. Got the first down. Looking for more. Oh, he dropped it. Defense just cradling that fumble and securing it. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
I'll tell you, honestly, I don't know what that player could have done to hold on to that football. That defender absolutely popped him. He knocked him into next week. There was no chance he was holding on to that ball.
Ohio U ready to go back to work on offense. The deficit is large. Hope is fainting, but they'll try to finish strong.
They made a lot of mistakes in this game, and that's why it looks like they're going to take the L. Lots of things to improve on, lots of things to coach upon, and at this point, I think if you're a head coach, David, you're just trying to see which of your guys aren't quitting late in the game.
Yeah, which is a real thing, by the way. Who's going to compete to the final whistle? What do we talk about all the time? Coaches are always preaching to these guys. Don't worry about the scoreboard. Just compete as hard as you can. So, good opportunity to try to finish this game with...
Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. The aerial assault continues, using the quick game. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. To the line quickly. They'll spike it to save some time. Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on third and short from the 49. He wants a big play here late. And it's an incomplete pass on the deep shot, but the flag is down. Let's check the call.
Defense.
I bet it felt good to hit that quarterback late until you got an earful from the coach and cost your defense 15. He'll come out throwing on first down. Got a man. It's McCormick. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. And the Bobcats want to crank the tempo. A third and long coming up here. Looking for a man. It's Navarro. Throws to the wideout. Another incompletion on third down. On 4th and 7, analytics, gut feel, or maybe just wanting to keep the offense out there. They'll go for it. Makes a grab enough for the first. Timeout called by the offense, 24 seconds left on the clock. The Bobcats will have it 1st and 10. He wants it all. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Bobcats.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense. Continue to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
They'll line up to go for 2. He's looking to pass. They'll get the 2-point conversion, and now the lead is 14. Time is against them, still down by 2 scores, but they'll line up for the onside kick. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. We sensed a great deal of confidence, almost a smugness from this coaching staff. And these guys on the field, it's as if they knew they were going to win.
Yeah, playing with a bit of a chip on their shoulder, and I think they really felt like they had a real good game plan offensively and defensively coming into this one, David. There were some matchups on the field they thought they could exploit. We saw that happen here.
No doubt. Good job by this coaching staff, understanding who's out there to make plays, feeding them the football, offense, defense, special teams, all working together to get it done.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.